Welcome everyone, today we have a special guide for Honkai Star Rail, and in this video we're going to look at a free-to-play Jing Yuan build. So let me show you guys a replay of the highest numbers I have achieved with Jing Yuan. So here we're going to hit with 10 stacks, and look at the damage. We just hit 238,000. Of course we got a lot of buffs, I'll show you guys the buffs. So this is the highest damage I was able to achieve in the simulator world using the follow-up attack. Of course I'll show you guys over here, in the end of the video you get to see the buffs. But what I also want to show you guys is this build works wonderfully as a free-to-play build, and let's have a look what happens without any buffs. So here I'm testing the level 70 dungeons or level 60 ones. So here I'm testing the shadow remains, and here we're only using 2 characters, and my free-to-play Natasha and also Jing Yuan that I just got. I'm using a 4-star weapon, and just let's have a look at his damage. So one hit, he did 28,000 damage with his follow-up attack. And of course, we only have 2 characters, right? So we're a little squishy. So let me just show you guys the whole replay. Jing Yuan is really good in terms of AoE, and his biggest, benefit is the Lightning Lord. So the Lightning Lord does tremendous single target and also AoE damage. It breaks a lot. Notice that he was able to break the monster within 1 or 2 shots. And the damage is massive. So I'm really having a good fun with him, and I want to share with you guys the build. And in this video, I want to provide you guys with 3 test runs. So this is the first test run, which is 2 characters. The second test run will be using the memory house for the harder difficulty of the endgame. And finally, I'll show you guys a replay of the simulator world, which you can do over 200,000 damage with Jing Yuan. And there you go, right? Super strong. So coming over to our account over here. Because this is a free-to-play Jing Yuan build, we'll be on Eidolon 0. I'm not going to summon for him anymore, of course. So no Eidolons, and also over here, you can see we're using a purple weapon that is free-to-play. You can get this weapon from the purchasing of the shops. So I'll show you guys where you get it. So if we come over to the Forgotten Hill, I'll teleport over there. And what you're going to see is there's an NPC over here. I'm sure you guys might have noticed, and if you don't, you can buy this weapon for 200 shard. I have bought multiple copies of this weapon, and this weapon is really powerful for Jing Yuan. It's really undervalued for most people. So over here you can see, so this is level 4 on the weapon. This increases raw damage by 21%, and for each time he defeats enemies, he gets 7% more attack. So 21% more attack by using this weapon. So this purple 4-star weapon is really good for him. Now, briefly going through my GN's trace abilities and also passives, I unlocked all the major ones, and over here I maxed out the Lightning Lord to the maximum level, so I can't do any more because I need to be Ascension level 4, right? You can see over here. But everything else, I didn't really max it out. His single target damage, his ultimate damage, his skill damage, I didn't really bother maxing them out. Everything else, they're pretty standard. You get those benefits for the additional damage and also defense. So the biggest one you want to highlight is going to be this one for the 57% of Jing Yuan's Lightning Lord attack. And of course, coming over to the Relic side for my Jing Yuan build. So you can see I'm using the Relic side that increased critical rate by 8%. And when I have over 50% critical rate, I will gain 15% follow-up attack. So here you can see my critical rate is 54 or 55%, which is pretty high, right? So how does this work? Is that a lot of players were recommending going for speed Jing Yuan as well for high attack, the different set for this one. So a lot of players were recommending this set to get 12% attack and also increase attack bonus at 12%. But for me personally, I want to find a way to gain additional follow-up attack, and this is the biggest highlight for Jing Yuan. So the 15% follow-up attack and also critical rate makes him crit so often, because we're using a critical chest for 26 or 27% more critical rate, and this builds into critical damage. Now the 4-piece set for Jing Yuan is pretty straightforward. I'll move myself a little bit. So we're using the lightning set, and so we get lightning damage and also additional damage with casting his spells. He'll get 20% additional attack. Now the bigger highlight is a lot of people again were saying to use the speed boots. I did eventually get myself some speed boots, and they also have attack percent. But ideally, I think Jing Yuan, I want to hit harder with him. So even though the sub stats are really low here, really bad, I still went with the attack boots, and this does a lot more damage. Now you guys can see the sub stats for my other pieces. We have attack percent and also critical damage for this one, and also we have attack percent and also critical damage for this one. So those are the focus of my stats. The main stats for my chest is going to be critical rate, and I want critical damage. So those are pretty straightforward. And finally, you can see I'm not building a lot of speed. For the rope here, I went for attack percent, also critical damage if I can. And finally for the lightning damage, I went for lightning damage and also more critical rate. So having some critical rate stats will push you over 50%, and this is the biggest factor for this build. Because as a free-to-play player, you will not have the limited weapon that provide him with a lot of follow-up attack. So you actually have to find more bonus follow-up attack from the Relic set. And this is what I did with my combination. Now of course guys, as you're gonna see in the last part of the replay, my Jing Yuan is not the fastest, but still he does tremendous damage with the lightning node, and the lightning node is not dependent on Jing Yuan's speed I believe, because when he casts spells and also abilities, and especially before the fight, what you want to do is, you want to be casting his special overworld ability. So what I mean by that is, notice here he can cast his lightning node ability, which allows him to gain 3 additional, stacks of the lightning node, which allows him to do so much more faster attack with lightning node. So you can see the buff over here that is showing over here. So before I attack with the overworld monsters or simulator world, I'll cast his ability. Now if you guys haven't subscribed, it is a really good time to do so, because I'll be covering tons of free Jade guides, new events, official updates, and also free-to-play tips and also tricks to Hong Kong Star Rail. And make sure you turn on the notification guys, because some of the events and also some of the updates may be time limited and with a limited number of giveaways. Like in this particular guide, only 2,000 players can get the lucky giveaway for 3,000 Jades. So make sure you subscribe and also turn the notification on. And if you look over here, a lot of you haven't turned it on. We have over 80% people who haven't turned it on. So make sure you turn it on for the latest news and also all the freebies with Hong Kong Star Rail. Now finally, coming over to the team build composition. I really like Natasha with Jing Yuan for one of the biggest reasons is that she have a debuff removal. So if we come over to her trace abilities, this comes very early. Her single target debuff removal is really good, because when Jing Yuan is disabled, he cannot use his lightning node. He actually does more damage with lightning node than anything else. So you want to make sure he's not disabled, not frozen, not unable to do anything. So if he's not disabled, you'll do more damage. Now after that, there's a lot of characters we can go from. We can go with a Flame Trailblazer for a bit of tanky, we can go for any of the supporting characters, Aster for boost of speed, we can go for Ting Yu, of course, Ting Yu will be really good. We can also go with a defense reduction with Pala, and also if you guys do have Welt is really good. He will slow down enemies, allows you to do more damage. So the build composition is, it's up to what you have, and the free-to-play character I recommend is definitely Natasha. After that, you can build on top of Jing Yuan, but he's really good solo. His damage-wise in terms of AoE and single target is so good that you don't really have to build a team around him compared to Seelai. You can go with Brownie for Seelai, all the buff for Seelai. But for Jing Yuan, he's just good by himself. And our weapon over here, the weapon of choice, allows him to gain attack as he kills monsters or enemies. And this is actually really powerful. Because very soon guys, I'll get one more copy of this weapon. Simply because you can purchase this weapon in the shop, this makes free to play so much more rewarding. So yeah, it's over here, I'll show you guys again. I'm so close of getting this weapon. So it is over here, and what you do is you can buy this. So 200 more, I can buy this. Now the way to get more of those shards is by doing Echoes of War, and also by doing Forgotten Hells by clearing out harder difficulties. So now if we come over to the final part, I'll provide you guys with 3 different replays. The first replay is one use Jing Yuan as a single character with just one healer. The second replay is one we'll do the Forgotten Hell first. So we'll do the Forgotten Hell, and the third replay I'll show you how to achieve the highest damage with Jing Yuan with the simulator world. So 3 replays, make sure you check the timestamp for those ones for the best free-to-play build for Jing Yuan. Really having a good fun with him, and I'll be clearing out more of my memory health and also get more items. And of course guys, before I finish, let us know in the comments below what is your favorite team with Jing Yuan, what is your favorite relic set with him, and how do you plan to build him? Do you want to go with more speed on him, or maybe go with more attack? And also, what are the weapons that you're using? Are you using a weapon similar to me that is 4-star, or are you using a 5-star weapon? So let us know in the comments below.
I commend when faced with an offer. Is that it? Here, this time. Show no mercy.
Sagacious discernment. That's better.
Here, this thunder.
Just a little something. Nap time.
Conflict is pitiless.
Me through. You're not going anywhere.
There's no time to lose. Here, this thunder.
Time for some hardship.
Show no mercy.
Leave it to me. You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Want to see what I can do?
Not a scratch.
Take this! Rise, Phoenix!
Trifling.
Let me through! Dodge this!
A foregone conclusion.
Never. Battles are chess games. No two
Stay.
are alike.
I won't surrender.
Let's begin.
I'm on guard.
Follow my charge.
Dodge this! Take this! Shake, rise, Phoenix! You're not going anywhere!
Stay close. Not a step back.
Leave it to me.
Lance at the ready.
Here, this thunder. Show no mercy.
I'm on guard.
You're not going anywhere! No more playing nice!
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
On my mark. Here stands the Silvermane Guard.
You're not going anywhere!
Just give it up.
Rise, Phoenix! Dodge this!
Here, this thunder.
You're not going anywhere!
Enemy ahead. No harm in trying.
I commend.
Shift the balance. Found it.
On my command! Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Show no mercy.
Swords descend!
Conflict is pitiless.
Stay focused. On my command. This ends here.
Just a little something. In keeping.
We're not done yet. In the name of preservation. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Here is thunder. Radiant spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy.
Swords descend!
Conflict is pitiless.
Just a little something. In keeping.
Stay focused. This ends here.
Here is thunder.
Seize the initiative. Time to finish this. On my command. Stay focused. Time to finish this.
Show no mercy.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Conflict is pitiless.
Just a little something. In keeping.
Trifling. Just give it up. Here is thunder.
We stand together in the name of preservation.
That's better.
Show no mercy.
Swords descend! Just a little something. In keeping.
Conflict is pitiless.
A delicate operation.
Now before you go, and if you guys didn't know, we have a new YouTube channel. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and check out the behind the scenes and also fun clips and also more stories about us. And then you get to know me a little more personally instead of just reading the news and also the games, right? So I want to share a little bit more with you guys. So make sure you check this channel out if you're interested about Matt and also Uni. She's really funny too, and she's really shy. So I want to give her a surprise and do a shout out for the new channel to get some subscribers. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.